Hey guys, how you doing? This is Jackson in Trinity and welcome to another dome specialization video. In the last episode we did look at the research dome and we managed to increase our output of research by nearly 150% just by creating this single research dome. Between videos I've let the game run for a little bit. I've put the atomic accumulator in place, which just gives us a huge power boost. I also went out and completed the deep mining water extraction, so we now have 2 new water spots here that we're extracting water from. And in this video what we're actually going to do is create a mining dome specialization. So down here we have a dome almost ready to go, and what I had to do was to make sure we got there effectively or more efficiently than having to go all the way up to the top up here through there and then travel all the way down. I put a new tunnel in, and with that tunnel I've also had to create quite a decent length of cable, shall we say, power cable, with a drone hub in between to give us some overlap, and water from the actual dome, so this will provide water to the new dome as well. I also completed the research which gives us free cables, so cables for power are now built instantly and take no materials or no maintenance, so that's a nice little perk, and that is actually from the breakthrough, so it's superior cables. Instance of free power construction, cables do not suffer from power faults, which is lovely. Whether that actually goes away and applies to all your existing cables, I'm not too sure. It doesn't seem to have, from what I can tell, but maybe that will come, I'm not too sure. So we're going to hit play. As you can see, this is all now working as expected, and down here we have our little drone commander. He's busy commanding his drones. We're going to get a drone hub set up as well. So this dome is going to be purely to extract deep metal. Well, so these are deep metals, but metals in general. We've also got a landing pad. There are metals on the surface, and once this dome is up, what we're going to do is it's really going to be based around the focusing the needs for the miners themselves, or the geologists. So if we go and have a look at our passenger rocket, we need to set the filter because we're full with the scientists at the moment. So let's go for specializations. We're going to turn off the scientists, so that we have 7 altogether, and we're going to hit the geologists, and we have 12 of 13 available, which is absolutely perfect. It's going to give us a really good start. Age group, yeah, we got rid of the seniors, we're allowing everyone else for now. Specializations, the geologists, which is good. Perks, we want the geniuses, but we don't have any. So what we want to have a look at really is in the specialization for the geologists. So a geologist specialist trained to work in extractor buildings, and they like drinking and relaxation. So what we want to do in the dome is, let's have a look at our, I don't want to send the rocket just yet, and we are just waiting for 4 more polymers to arrive for this dome to come up and running. I am tempted as well to actually run a cable out to this water here and to accept the water up here, so it has its own water, which may not be a bad thing to do at all. So we'll just have a see what impact, if any, this dome has on the supply of things. It's not too bad, but I feel like maybe running water and power out here might not be a bad thing at all. We'll get the dome this up and running now. Scanned. This is just waiting for 5 electronics. So in the meantime, that is the priority as well. These are switched off, but I will switch these on to get built as well. But yes, we do. We're just waiting for the electronics to be delivered. We have a universal depot here as well, ready and waiting for them, and the electronics will get to us eventually. We're moving into the night time now. Power is still good. Production versus demand, plus we've got quite a lot stored now thanks to that atomic accumulator. And we're getting the electrics now.
Resources are low.
In fact, yep, the food is low. Why is food low? I don't believe food is actually low because we have lots available. We haven't had any farms fail, so I don't believe that is going to be a real problem. So what I'm also going to do now is we're going to get, while these mines are being built, it's reasonable to get pipes out to this water. And I think what I'm actually going to do is run it separately, not off the dome, but down here for now. Too far from the commander, that's fine. We'll just bring it up to there for now until we know where we're going to put the water pump, which we'll probably have a look at doing that right now. Water extractor. Bring the water extractor. We know it's too far from the drone commander, but again, that will be absolutely fine once everything is up and running. So they don't have enough workers. Gosh, that was built rather quickly actually, which is good. Fuel refineries, continuous extractor, yeah, that's okay. Metal extractor, that's simply because we don't have anyone. So in the dome, let's just pause, go into the build. So this takes 4, 8, 12, so we're going to have 24 spaces here for these 2 mines, and with that, really what is going to give us the best option is, where is it? Oh, it's in the actual dome thing. You can't believe I've only just played this. I want to make them as comfortable as possible, really. The smart complex will give us 12, 20. That will give us 24. So we'll get that there, and then we'll build another one as well. Smart complex. Right there. Again, with the dome itself, I want to make it so it only allows, we only allow the engineers to live here. Is that the engineers? Sorry, no, not the engineers, the geologists. That's good. And apply, and then back, and close. Don't mind about the age of them. Now we've got this drone hub up and running as well. We'll bring our commander just over here. Give us a bit of an overlap between the drone hub and this as well. Also in the dome. Actually, we can let those at least start building. So the extractor guys, they like alcohol. They like a space bar. And to say that we're going to have 24 in here in one go, might not be bad to have a couple of space bars actually up and running. Doesn't tell us how many people we can have in here, but I think having a couple of space bars doesn't seem like a bad idea. We'll also give them the diner grocer, so we'll have a grocery in there. We'll also have the diner, and what we'll do is we'll set those to automation as well, almost immediately. So where are we looking here? How much reach has that got? It hasn't got a massive amount of reach, so we may want to also build, thank you for the autosave, we also want to build another drone hub just to give us some overlap. And of course we'll have to run power, but that's fine. Put the drone hub there, and we'll build the power cables. And again, since the power cables are now nice and free and build instantly, we'll get the power all the way down to there like that, and then a bit further. Has that not built? We'll just check that again. No, it has. And along there we will also give ourselves a universal depot. Allow us to get some more parts up and running for that. We will want a dumping site, or a few dumping sites for the water extractor, because they will make a mess of that, we are positive of, given the current mess we have right now. Smart homes are up and running, perfect. So rocket, passenger rocket, all of the guys are geologists, launch. Oh, that's a bit of a silly thing which I have not done, which is actually run power to these buildings right here. So we'll go out of here onto there.
Sector scan.
Go out of here onto there. So it will now be powered.
We have a food shortage.
We actually have people. We don't have a food shortage. Absolutely no way on earth that we have a food shortage. But that being said, so we're going to get these upgraded straight away. It's probably a fair point that we do have a food shortage actually. Put the food one next to it there, we'll get some food. We'll get some food deliveries. We're going to get this bar immediately put in and set up.
Shortage.
Yeah, I know. I may have made a bit of a mess, but we shall see. Want that to be a priority, please, in terms of service. Food shortage won't last very long, because food will be transported over and sorted out. Waiting for items to be delivered as well. It's just simply getting the resources delivered. And it might not be a bad idea actually, whilst we're down here, to put in another shuttle hub to give us some more transport options. So there's that has all its metals, it just doesn't have the electronics, again, which will get delivered. That's the bar, I'll get that upgraded as well. That is waiting for some food, as is that. Food will be delivered. Please. So how many people do we actually have in this dome? We have people moved in already, which is kind of frustrating. Particularly when I'm going to open up all these work shifts as well. I'm going to get more and more people to arrive.
We have a food shortage.
Food will arrive. It will. I have faith. Please bring food.
We have a food shortage.
No, we don't. Everything's fine.
We have a food shortage.
Okay, so now we have a problem then. Well, actually no, because this rocket will land here. It will bring food with it. But then I'm also curious as to why this is not getting food straight away. It's probably the distance that these have to travel. I mean, they are taking an incredibly long way around.
New colonists have arrived.
We have colonists that have arrived.
Meteor shower incoming.
Oh great. I'll have to see where that actually is going to start, since we are expanding out as well.
We have a food shortage.
So the little drones will be bringing food on board.
We have a food shortage.
You don't? It's going to be fine. Please,
we have a food
please
shortage.
be quiet. Is that going to...
We have a food shortage.
We won't have a food shortage for very long. They will get food eventually. So thanks to engineers moving here immediately, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. We're going to have to build another smart complex to house them, because we had a load of people arrive. Okay, there's a priority please as well. Please and thank you. We should have the resources fairly nearby. We still don't have the electronics for that drone hub. Is it just simply that they are blocked in the system right now? But we have loads and loads and loads. We have people homeless, but that will be resolved fairly quickly. See, the electronics has been already supplied there. So I'm going to stick that as a priority now, so we can get the electronics for this. We do have the overlap between the commander.
Sector scanned. Resources are low.
They're not low. They're not low at all. Just waiting for everything to be delivered. See, that's actually taking people away. But again, it'll eventually balance it out. Once they have homes and they have food, everything will be fine. With that, as you can see, we've got the metals extractors working away already. And with that, again, we probably want to put some storage in there. Some dumping sites, should I say. See, those drones should be not working that as an immediate priority. That's waiting for things to be delivered too. What are you guys wanting this time? The Eternal Summer, you're going to give me some funding, but I don't really want to give you electronics, so I'm sorry you can't. You know, I'm not going to actually allow you to land. Insufficient food. And that has some stored food. So we will get there. Do we have any food on there? We do not. I'm wondering if... where is my... You're here. Let's find some food storage, shall we? Just to get us... got any food here? Only got 2 food there, really. Not ideal. What about over here? How's storage looking over here for things? You're creating our own food. We have lots of food in the system. But not much stored massively. Although, here we go, there's metric tons of the stuff here. So, you come over here, please. That rocket's ready to go, so you can launch.
There are Earthsick colonists.
That's fine. Right, and you can now load food and load until you're full. And then once you've done that, you come and use that tunnel. Fuel will get delivered eventually.
We have a food shortage.
Not for long. So we'll get a fuel depot for here as well, just to get some fuel delivered. So you're on your way now. Should be through the tunnel and come to there. Unload the resources, get the food, job done. We will get fuel eventually. Maybe it's worth, since we're setting up a local dome. Again, it is going to be literally very, very local for the purely for the mining operation.
We have a food shortage.
Food is being delivered, so you don't. Interesting that storage is already full on the metals extractor. We have food now. We should get a regular delivery. This is getting fuel, so that's good. But yes, what I was thinking is maybe it is worth... We're not getting anything from here, are we, at all? What have we got here? Metals.
Anomaly found.
Polymers. Maybe we just need to build another universal storage with more of an overlap. I think that's where I've made the mistake for this one. Do that like that. That'll probably give us an overlap.
Sector scanned.
Between the two. So can you tell us where the Meteor Storm is? Now I need to zoom out. So kind of lucky that it's up in that area instead of down here or over here now. That's fine, we're actually full of fuel. So yeah, what I was wondering is if it is worth... Still waiting for electronics to be delivered. Oh boy, that's gonna tonk that tunnel. Not a major issue right now, but it may hurt a little. If it's only the tunnel that gets hit though, that's not too bad of a result in the grand scheme of things.
Anomaly found.
New anomaly, no resources. That's fine.
Incoming.
It's going to hit the tunnel. Well, that's that's the rolling rock dome again. Always going to catch me out is that one. So yeah, what we've actually done now is Here we go, the water's been pumped into the system here. So I'm going to build a production. Where's it under here? I'm going to build another fuel refinery on this site. Useful to have and available. In terms of colonists, so we have 34 of 36. We have one vacant work slot, which is not bad going at all. And there we have it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have completed our metals dome, engineering or mining dome. Always remember to put the metal depots near your mines as well, as that will give you more space, so storage won't fill up completely. And because we're more further away than the local colony, I think the shuttle hub is worth having in place for this local site. And again, we have the dome here. We've got 36 of 36. We have a full dome. We have full work shifts, and that's it. So that is the metal sites, and we've already gone up, but we've gone up by a massive amount already in terms of the metals being produced here as well. So that's we had a building that's been destroyed. So that's the tunnel. We'll rebuild that. That's no problem. So we now have plenty of metals coming in. Obviously, that will change as and when we run out. Ideally, what you'd like to do is to this is a temporary dome really. As soon as these metals disappear, that's it. The dome is almost finished. So what we'd probably look to do is maybe bring the dome over here and work the rare metals. Ideally, what you want is a space, excuse me, where you can work multiple resources. I did have a look at these ones over here when I was looking for a site, and there are some decent metal sites, but really not a huge amount. But you'd look to probably move the dome to somewhere like there. And then start again, and then just literally destroy this dome once you've made sure to delete everything and bring everyone in. So I hope that's been useful for you guys. It's probably one of the simplest domes that you can set up very early in the game. You can set it up almost immediately to specialise in metal extraction. There's not a high level of tech needed, particularly if these are really starting spots. I don't believe these are actually deep metals, but if it was just normal surface metals or normal mining metals, it'd be fairly straightforward to set up. And you could easily do this instead of the smart homes. You can set it up with the normal living quarters or apartments, depending how far you are. And again, depending how far you are from the main colony, I've given it, I say, the shuttle hub, and I have set up a local water supply here as well with the drones. So yeah, that is very, very simple in sense of producing a minerals dome. Inside the dome itself, just comfort is what's needed. People, you would need more people. I have the upgrade to the service bots, so we don't really need people working on these areas. These just produce automatically thanks to the robots. And we have the nice living quarters for the geologists to come and mine the hell out of these resources, which is what they're doing. And again, giving us an absolute load available. So yeah, as always guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time in the Surviving Mars Dome Specialisation video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.